Coach Tillman.
Hey.
How you doing today?
I'm good.
Good. I'm Wayne Hudson.
And I'm Jeremy Tillman.
And here we are with another coaching tip for the Christ life. The past several weeks, Coach Tillman, we've been talking about a series that you led here at Williamsville called The Life of a Jesus Follower by Vance Pitman. Last couple of times we talked about the word connect and how important it is as a believer, as a follower of Jesus, to connect with other believers through a local church, but also in a small group or Sunday school or a D group, so you can really become grounded and held accountable to the truth. I want to ask you a question about that today, and the question is this: why do you think people are so hesitant to really connect with the local church and to get involved in a small group or Sunday school class, or even that would lead them to a D group?
I think I'll just mention a few things that come to mind. One is I think for some just really don't see the need. Right. They may not see the importance of that. It may be that they think, well, if I just come to church and come to a worship service, that's good, and so they may just not don't see the need of it, and some of that may be because they've never experienced before. Others, it may be out of fear. They don't join in, and that fear could have been caused from different things. For some, they may have tried it at one time, and they may have gotten burned. Right. Something may have happened. There may have been a loss of trust. Something happened, and so now because they got burned, they've just kind of tossed it out the window and don't want to go back because of a bad experience. Others may be fearful because we do talk about accountability in those groups, and so the word accountability may even just scare people and cause them to think, well, they're gonna, they're gonna know everything about me. But what I know for me, one of the first groups that I got in, I was fearful. I was scared on the front end. But what I come to realize is every single one of us in that group, we're the same. Well, we all have stuff. Right. But once we get in the Word, accountability is welcomed in those moments. And I think sometimes we just have a bad view of accountability. We may think of it, we may have defined it one way, but that's really not spiritual accountability when you really get to diving into the Word and you begin to see. So, fear is one. And then, when you begin to think about it overall, the majority of it may just be because they've had some preconceived idea of what it is, but it's really not that. Right. And so sometimes it takes getting over the fear, over the bad experience to just jump in. And then what happens is when we do get in the right one, when God leads us and we get connected with believers that love Jesus, that are in His Word, here's what begins to happen is we begin to see, man, I can't do life without it.
That's right.
Because it is actually when we begin to connect with other believers that are following Jesus, pursuing Christ together in His Word daily, and then get to come together and talk through that, we begin to see there's transformation that comes out of these groups.
That's correct. As you were talking, I was thinking about my own personal experience. I was in a group the very first time. In a group of men, I did not know a single person in that room, and I was placed in a very uncomfortable situation, and I didn't go back. And then years later, I got connected in a small group, and the Lord began to use that to radically change my life. And my total perspective on the importance of it has changed over the years. So what we want to do, if we want to encourage you, get connected. Get connected with a local church. And regardless of the reason why you have not been connected in a small group, we challenge you to get connected and watch what God does in and through your life. Connecting with other believers is vitally important to our spiritual growth. I pray that you have a blessed day and let Jesus be Jesus in you today, and go connect with the local church and a small group of believers and let God radically change your life. Have a blessed day.